Hi there and welcome to today's craft session. My name is Bev and today we're going to do some branch weaving. So I've been out and I've looked for my branch. You need one that forks off like this because we are going to weave in this area here. Now your branch can be as big or small as you want. Here's a smaller one. I guess it just depends what you find. Make sure when you look for one though, it's not brittle. I know a lot of the ones that you find on the floor are usually a little bit brittle because they've been sat there waiting for a while. And then you're going to need some bits of yarn. So I've just got a selection of different colours here, just sort of odds and ends. And then you're going to need some string as well. This is garden twine. It's just what I had, but whatever string you've got, the basis if you're weaving, you're going to use this string. If you use the wool, it's got a bit of give in it, and so your weaving can go a bit slack. That's why I'm suggesting using the twine or whatever you can find. Also, I'm going to use a needle. Now, you don't have to use a needle if you don't want. I've done this before when I haven't used a needle. They do make it a little bit easier though. And then I've got a crochet hook to weave in the ends. Again, you don't necessarily need one of these. You can weave the ends in as you're going along. Some scissors as well, so we can cut the ends of the yarn off. So first step is we're going to create something like this, and then once you've done that, then you can start weaving with the yarns. Here's one just to show you a bit of an example. So this is under and over, this is under and over 2 at a time, and then this is a yarn change here in between. So I'll show you a few different ways of doing it today. And then you can have a play around yourself. I thought this might be a nice easy craft to do, just something I guess that you could do on an evening when you sat on the sofa, or maybe you could do it on a rainy day. I know there's going to be a few rainy days this week coming up. So first of all, we're going to tie an end to the branch. So we're going to weave. We're going to go over, and then we're going to go under, and then we're going to take it over twice. And then you're going to go under, take it over twice, and under again, over twice. Under again and then back over. Under again and then back over. So you're creating a bit of a crisscross pattern here, and this is what you're going to weave into then. So I'm just going to finish doing that. I think I'm going to make this one quite big, so I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, so this is basically what you're aiming to get. I've tied it off at the end here. So what we're going to do now is to weave in and out of all of these. So I'm just going to put the camera down and then you can see a bit better what's going on here. So you just need to pull out a length of yarn. And because my branch is quite thick, I'm going to double my yarn up. So I'm just going to thread it here onto the needle. And then I'm going to start weaving then up and over. Leave a little tail at the end. So I'm going to go, I'm going to under, over, under, over. I'm going to keep on weaving like that right to the end. And then when you've got to the end, I should have mentioned the fork earlier. What you want to do is push the yarn down with the fork. Just make sure you don't lose that end, like I just did. Oops. So you want to push your yarn right up to the top there. Just gently tease it, it'll go eventually. And then we're going to go all the way back to the other side again. But we're going to go over the opposite ones that we've gone over now. So I've gone under this one. I'm now going to go over that one and under the one that I've gone over last time. I'm going to go backwards and forwards again. You could change the colour of your yarn if you wanted to. Whatever it is that you're looking for to do with yours. Maybe you've just got one colour yarn, which is fine. So, you could carry on going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Obviously, if you change your yarn, then you're going to create different stripes with different colours. What I'm going to do is create a V here. So I'm going to go back up this side now and then back down, back up and back down, because that's how many times I've done it on this side. Remembering always to go the opposite on each row. So if you've gone over a thread going up, you need to go under that thread coming back down again. So I've finished with that colour now. I'm going to change to another colour, and again I'm going to continue from the middle up to the out, back in, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to do the same on this side, and then I'm going to keep on doing that, and you'll create sort of a nice V shape in here then with your colours. Okay, so this is sort of your basic basket weave then that we've been doing here. I'm now going to show you a different type of weave, the sumac weave. So as I'm building my V here, I'm coming further and further in. So instead of starting right down at the end here, I'm now starting here. So the sumac weave then is you skip 2, go over 2, and then you come back in between those two, and then you're going to come over two again, back through, and then you're going to come back up through in between those two that you've just gone over. So again, over two and through, and then up through the middle of those two, and then you're going to go over these two here and back up in between them. Okay, so I've got to the end now with my first row of sumac. Now I'm gonna come back this way. So basically you can do the opposite of what you've just done. So I was coming this way, over two, and then up in the middle of them. So I'm going to do that on the way back now. Might help if you can turn your bit around. So I'm going to go over the two and then back up through one. So, and then you just continue to do that, and then you can see here you're creating like a plait here. So it's a different pattern to the basket weave here. So I'm just going to continue to do that. Okay, so I have finished weaving my branch. I spent a bit of time on it last night and also this morning. So you can see here I've got two different types of weaving. I've got your basket weave and then your sumac weave as well. So I just kept on going until I met the middle here. And now what I want to do with it is to put some tassels on the bottom here. So I've cut some lengths of the coloured yarns that I want, and then I'm just going to tie them into the end here. I want my weaving to be hung from a tree, so I'm going to put my tassels at the bottom so that they dangle down nicely. Maybe if you were going to put yours on the wall, you could attach them to here, but obviously the tassels are something that you can choose to do or choose not to do. So I'm going to use my crochet hook here, and I'm just going to hook through the end here. So I'm going to hook around this end here and pull my tassels through there. So I pulled it through, I've got my loop here, and then what I'm going to do is just pull my tassels through my loop and then pull that loop tight, and then that's tied on there. And then I'm going to do that with my other ones as well. I'm just going to put four tassels on here. Okay, so there we go. I've got my tassels attached, and that's it. So I'm going to go and hang this in my garden now, and hopefully it'll spin round in the wind, and make it look pretty. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to probably make some more of these as well and put them all around my garden. It's been a nice mindful task to do. It's made me feel quite calm actually, so I hope it helps you guys as well. Alright, we'll see you for the next craft session. Bye.